Genesis chapter 1. I'll read from verse 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. Then God blessed them. And God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." As we see in this passage, God created Adam and Eve, and He gave them special rights. He gave them authority. That is to say, He gave them dominion over this world that God had created. He gave them the authority to have dominion over the earth and to subdue it. This was the sovereign right, the right of a king. He gave them the right to govern this world. So, man was made in the image of God, and as God's representative, he was given the right to have dominion over the world that God had created. Chapter 2, verse 15. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to tend and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, "Of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die." Take a look at this now. It says something rather strange here. In verse 15, it says that God put him in the Garden of Eden to tend and keep it. This is rather strange. At that time, there were only Adam and Eve, these two people, so why did they need to keep it? There was no need to keep it, was there? It was safe enough if they just left it the way it was, so why did God say to keep it? Something was implied in the words keep it. It meant that there was already something in existence that was intent on invading the world that God had made. This being that wanted to invade was Satan. He may be referred to as Satan or the devil. Satan is the leader of the devils. The devil was already in existence. And God knew that the devil wanted to invade this world that God had created and take it away. This is why God told Adam to have dominion over it and to keep it. But if Adam was to keep it, he needed to obey one thing that God said. God said, "Of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat." In other words, He told him not to eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.